Zvakaoma mawan. Netimi. Panonga tugenda. It's time that we are brutally honest about the Zimbabwe Warriors. We are not a good footballing team. Zimbabwe Warriors haven't been playing well for a really long time. In fact, they've been quite poor. And this result rubber stamped what I've been seeing. So we finished the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, Group C, with a 1-0 loss to Lesotho. And no offense to Lesotho, but under no circumstances should a team that is serious about football be losing to Lesotho. We end our campaign right at the bottom of the group with 0 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. I understand that the coach Michael Nice took over after the halfway point of the qualifiers, and by then it was very difficult to turn the situation around in terms of qualifying for the World Cup. But I expected to see some good performances while we build up to the Africa Cup of Nations. But seeing teams like Rwanda, Lesotho notch up more wins than us in this qualification campaign is a major red flag. The most telling result for me was the goalless draw against Bafana Bafana last Friday night, where I felt like I was being gaslit because it was being hailed as a valiant performance, being celebrated as a positive result. But my thing is, tukona bore because we were absolutely battered by South Africa. If South Africa had been more clinical, they would have hammered us. Yes, we had some moments in transitions and there were some chances for us where we could have scored 1 or 2 goals. But South Africa dominated that game and they just weren't clinical enough. And coming out of that game where we weren't able to retain the ball well, we couldn't even string 5 passes together, and we were playing in a low block, told me everything that I needed to know about where this team is at. In the group, we are at the Africa Cup of Nations, which includes Angola and Egypt, which are similar to the level of South Africa. And based on how we play in a low block and how we aren't able to retain possession, what chance do we have? This is supposed to be the year that Zimbabwe qualifies for the knockout stages of the Africa Cup of Nations because we've never done it in the history of our football. So we're earmarking this with the talent that we have that we should be able to qualify for the knockout stages, especially considering that we qualified for AFCON with 1 match to spare. And I feel like that AFCON qualification campaign was papering over the cracks. And now we're starting to really see the team for what it is. And it is very concerning and I have no hope